All right, thank you. We got the motor, obviously was taken out. That was a 440. A couple people were asking. That was a 440 out of a motorhome. This is originally a 383 car. That was a 440 that somebody had put in. I believe the reason they parked it is one of the cylinders had a broken off valve that was inside of the piston. So that motor is pretty much no good, how rusty and locked up it is. All right, so we're gonna do this rear main on this 440. Never done one before, so we're gonna be learning together a little bit. Doesn't look terrible, but you can see up here, this little plate comes out. So we're gonna take that little plate out, and I think we turn the seal in like an old small block Chevy. So you can kind of see those little half moon shaped seals. There's a couple of seals that go on the edges, these long ones here. I think we just rotate the top one in if it's like the old small block Chevys. But we're gonna take this one apart and see what happens. All right, I got a light so I can see what I'm doing. Dad, that's for you. Get a light so you can see what the hell you're doing. Oh, okay. Of course, they're all oily. That's fine. That's part of the job. I just... Oh, okay. So we got this little plate off. This is the rear main plate. So, looks like it's got a half moon shaped seal here. And then one goes on top of the crankshaft, right? I don't know. Do we turn these so that they butt up in the middle, or that they butt up this way? You know, I always remember on the small block Chevys, you don't line them up with the cracks because they'll leak. So do you twist them a little bit? Gonna have to call some old boys and see if we can figure that out. And it looks like there's some gaskets on the side here. Yeah, here you go. There's these long, smushed ones that seal up the sides of it. Like I said, I'm not a Mopar guy, so I'm learning with you guys. But it doesn't look like it'll be too big of a deal. I think getting these in on the sides up in that might be kind of a pain. So I don't know, do you lube that with silicone? Do you lube it with grease? But we'll get this seal out of here. And this one was lined up straight. Look how bad that seal is. That's nasty. You got your rear main, you got your seal, right? Or your little retainer. See how they go in. And you can see how they go in. And you can line them up. See how the seal is basically flush with the top of the retainer. Now on the small block Chevys, from what I can remember, is you always had to turn them a little bit so that where the seals actually meet up together, where they butt up, is not in line with this piece, so it doesn't leak as bad. So I'm not sure on this one what we're gonna do. I'm gonna make some calls to some people that are a little bit more familiar. But what I can do is get it all cleaned up and try to figure out which direction that seal is supposed to go, because seals are directional, and I did not pay attention on this one, of course. So I will pay attention when I take the other half of the seal out. So I'm going to do that, get everything cleaned up, and we'll probably make some phone calls. Yes, I know I can rotate the engine over, and this would make it a whole lot easier, but I'm by myself, and this engine weighs about 14 times more than I do. I don't want to risk knocking it over, so I'm not going to do it unless I absolutely have to. Oh yeah, okay. Let's get you up here so you can see what we got going on. We got the seal coming out on this side. So now I gotta pay attention. maybe. There he goes. So it looks like the wide end of the seal, this end, goes forward. Forward is that way. So don't forget. See how it just rotates out of there? Okay, so this has a yellow line on the back of the seal. The yellow line goes towards the rear of the engine. There we go. Now we'll clean all that up. Try to clean up that crankshaft a little bit, looks like, where that sealing surface goes. I'll get all this cleaned up, get it ready to go. Like I said, I'm going to make some phone calls. See if I need to rotate that seal at all. The yellow line goes back and the wide side goes forward. Don't forget, because I'll probably forget. And then we'll be doing another video later on down the road of how to replace a rear main seal that you already replaced in a 68 Dodge Charger when it's in the vehicle. And that won't be fun. So we're going to try to pay attention and take our time, make sure we try to do it right. I know I need to fix my hose, I know. One thing at a time. So I think I'm gonna have to sand that down a little bit with my little sander. Get that nice and smooth. I could take this to a wire wheel, that might be easier. Probably faster, at least. Hey, we're not in a hurry, right? We're just hanging out, having fun, enjoying each other's company. Yeah, see, it's not so bad. We'll get her done. Got pretty good anyways. I think I'm going to take the wire wheel to it though. So I'm going to run this over the wire wheel, buzz up these edges right here. A little bit there, a little bit there. And then I think I'm just going to sand this with my little die grinder. Get it nice and smooth. It's got this weird casting line in it. Can you see that? So we'll try to get that smoothed out a little bit, get it nice. Call it a day. Oh, you're still recording. Evan, we're gonna have to cut this out. Ha! Got you. Okay,